What does Tadatmya mean to me?
Okay, hello everybody. My name's Balarama dasa, from the bottom of the world, New Zealand, and Swami Padmanabha has invited me to speak on this prospect of the Tadatmya Devotional Alliance, and which I'm very pleased to be part of that. Um, and I mean, I've known Maharaj for maybe like 4 years, and he's always been very kind to me and very encouraging. And so I feel like this is kind of a nice next step, both in our friendship and hopefully for me, getting to know some of Maharaj's other close friends who I think are also very much aligned with his heart. And I'm looking forward to getting to know them. And thinking about what Tadatmya could mean for me, I have a few ideas. I mean, it feels like it's something that's going to evolve naturally. I've always hoped to find a place where devotees can speak very freely and very naturally, and have a nice exchange of ideas. Sometimes when I meet devotees for the first time, I find that maybe they just want to preach to me about whatever they're into or wherever they're from, and it's very rare to find somebody where you can genuinely just share ideas and not in the mood of trying to convince each other, but actually just trying to understand each other. I've always found Swami Padmanabha to be the embodiment of this. That I mean, he has been. I had a close connection with him for the last few years, and he's been following my journey, and he knows my convictions and where my heart lies in terms of guru and things like this. And he's never had any interest in changing that. He's always been encouraging and always wanting to understand, why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. And I've, I've always enjoyed hearing his point of view. And we've been able to have a very nice exchange like that. And I feel like Tadatmya could be that format where I can meet other devotees like that, where we can just genuinely exchange ideas and appreciate each other's perspectives. And, we don't have to agree on everything. I'm sure I have different perspectives than Maharaj on certain things, and I don't see that as a problem. And it actually nourishes the relationship. I feel like Tadatmya, it could create a nice format where we can speak quite frankly about the philosophy, about things that we don't understand, or even things that we don't agree with, whether it's something that we've come across in Shastra that we feel either we can't understand it, or maybe it can't be applied in this particular day and age, or we might encounter particular teachings from different gurus or acharyas, and we need a safe space to say, actually, no, I don't agree with that. I don't feel that that's correct, and this is why I feel that maybe saying these things isn't appropriate. And we need a safe space to say that and not be like burned at the stake for expressing our doubts. So I think that's very important. And I think, if we can create this kind of sattvic format where we can have these discussions, then we can have much deeper friendships where we're comfortable with the fact that we might not see to eye on everything, and we're both okay with that, or we're all okay with that, and then we can learn from each other, and we can meet other devotees, and they can say, oh, I think like this, and I can think, oh wow, I would have never thought like that, and maybe I don't agree with that, but I'd like to understand why you think like that, and it's okay. And I don't feel like in the devotional community that we have a healthy culture of disagreement. like healthy disagreement, friendly disagreement. And if we have a format in which we can, hold different opinions and not take offense to that and not feel like because I don't agree with you, I'm attacking you and I want to destroy you. And I can actually just disagree with you and be okay with that. And that's what a healthy sangha should be like. And I think historically there is a lot of difference of opinion amongst devotees and amongst the Vaishnava acharyas, and we see that. We see that we get differences of opinion amongst the commentators in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and there's no problem with that. And we need to normalize that, and hopefully this sangha can be that. And I think it would be nice to have a devotional sangha where we can maybe break down some of these false hierarchies that often become an obstacle from actually having closer relationships. And I mean, I had the fortune of spending a couple of weeks with Padmanabha Swami at the start of the year, and many times I would forget that I'm actually with a sannyasi and a very well, he probably won't like me saying this in public, but I would say a very advanced bhakti practitioner. And I'm quite humbled by the fact that he came and spent time with us and didn't play the role of the Maharaj coming to conquer the world, to use his own words. But now when I look back, I realize, wow, I was actually in the company of a very exalted Vaishnava, and we should be able to have these closer relationships, whether we're with devotees from a different sangha, whether we're with devotees who are older than us, more experienced than us, the opposite gender to us, these sorts of things. We should be able to just sit down and have normal conversations like human beings, but to nourish our bhakti. And I understand that in the beginning there's a place for these sorts of etiquettes and hierarchies, and they'll always be there, and I'll always respect advanced devotees for what they are. But at the same time, if we can't have a normal conversation with each other, then I actually don't think either of us can benefit. So that basically, those are my thoughts on what the Tadatmya Devotional Alliance could be. And you can take it or leave it as you like. It's not my place to say what it should and shouldn't be, but I guess these are the sort of things that I see it. Looking forward to seeing what happens. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Radhe Shyam.